What's up, YouTube Nation? I'm back. What have I done? What's up, YouTube Nation? I'm back. I'm going to make a whole series about shark fishing. I've never personally caught a shark in my whole life. I've caught every other species of fish out in the ocean, and I want to catch a shark. And I don't have a shark rod. Well, last night I picked up a shark rod, and it's a little bit more than what I bargained for. I don't know if you can see my head or not in reference to this bag. Last night I picked up a PENN International 80 with the W. That means it's wide, and this thing is a beast. So let's take a closer look at it. Okay, I had to move the camera a little bit because this reel is so big to get a better angle on it, but what we're looking at here is the cover, and let's see if I can get a shot. The rod's name. The rod is a PENN International 5 also, and it is a igfa certified rod. And what that means is if I catch a trophy fish, I can apparently keep the record. Now, I don't think I'll catch a trophy fish, but you never know. So let's take a closer look at it. Let's talk a little bit more about this. There she is, the PENN International 5, 80 VS, and then there's the W. And what the W means is it's a wider spool compared to the normal one. So it can hold a little bit more line, probably about 200 yards depending. This is the 2-speed, and I'll show you what that is. When this button is not clicked in, you can crank about 2 feet of pull, from what I understand. Now, when you click this button in, you go into the low gear. It doesn't crank as fast, but you have more torque power behind it. So to get out of the low gear, what you do is you pull this up while you're cranking, and it pops out. This thing has a few settings. First off, you cast your line out there, you hear the clicking noise, so that lets you know a fish is on. If you click that off, it doesn't make the noise anymore, or when you reel. Hear the difference? That could get a little annoying. Second thing is the drag setting. You can set this to very low drag or full grown man 12-foot tiger shark drag. You can adjust this left or right, and what that does is when you click this out of the free spool, so notice how the spool isn't moving. I click it up, now the spool moves. Now I can move this all the way up to this little stopper, and the drag pull on this is pretty strong. Now, two things. I can go past this all the way, and now I won't be able to probably pull that drag without cutting into my hand. If that's not enough drag for you, before you even get started, let me get that out of the way, you can tighten this even more. You tighten that all the way down. Now when I go up there, it's already hard to press it. So I can barely get to that first knob. And whereas earlier I could pull it, there's no way I'm pulling that. One side note, never store your reel with the drag setting. Always keep it. I'm making a lot of noise hitting stuff. You see right here where it says free? Always store this in the free position. I'm in here sweating like a pig horsing this thing around. I weigh 185 pounds. I got on the scale just now and checked. I grabbed my reel, stepped on it, and I weighed 198 pounds, 0.6. Do the math, we're about 13 and a half pounds with this horse. For perspective, I have a loose reel that weighs 10 ounces. So like I was saying, this thing is basically 14 pounds. I'm in here sweating inside just lugging this thing around. It's a beast. One other thing I didn't talk about earlier is these two little clips. And what you can do is you can, of course, you can buy the pole holder that goes over your crotch, but you can also buy a backpack holder to help support the weight of this thing, so you're not having to support 13 pounds while simultaneously fighting a 3, 4, 5 foot shark. I used to play disc golf, still do, and I have old straps. Well, if you go on Amazon, and I'll link some straps down below, you're paying 50 or 60 bucks for some cheap nylon straps. Well, I still have my old disc golf straps. So what I've done is I've actually rigged up essentially what they have online. Give me 1 second, I'll show you. Okay, so if you can tell right here, I've got both of these straps attached to a carbinger. And then I have this carbinger attached to this carbinger, which is sitting in. I'm sitting here not holding the reel at all. So if I were to land a fish, I could use all my weight to horse the fish in. I'll probably have to still get one of those devices that goes here. So that way I'm not fighting a shark against my crotch the whole time. I could see how that might give some issues. So like I was saying, I've never caught a shark in my whole life. I've caught thousands of trout, redfish, flounder, all different types of species in the Gulf, and I want to catch a shark. I want to do a whole video series from zero to shark. And starting off with this, of course, you can't catch a shark without a nice reel. I never intended on actually getting one this big. I have an AR-15, and I've been going on the marketplace and Craigslist and sending offers to people for their Abbots and larger reels, and getting a lot of people that said, of course, no, I need to sell it. So after sending multiple offers out to people, finally someone messaged me back, and he had 2 of these and he was selling them. And at first he said, no, I need to sell them. And then a few minutes went by and he texted me back. He said, you know what, on second thought, did you only want one? And in the pictures, I thought it was going to be a normal size shark fishing reel. And when I pulled up to his car and saw this bad boy, I kind of freaked out a little bit. I don't know what I'm getting into with this thing, but it's a hoss. The people at Hard Life Fishing, they have a YouTube channel. I'll link them down below. Albert over there, I went over there and talked with him. He gave me some good advice how to get started. I bought some leaders, I bought some rigs, I bought some different items there. He definitely recommended I re-spool this. This is 80-pound monofilament. There's probably about 700 to 800 yards left. He recommended I go with a hollow core 130-pound braid, which I want to do. The only thing that's stopping me is it's going to cost about $500. So if I can find it cheaper, and maybe I can find a way to do that. Right now I just want to get out there and get fishing. And next video I think I'll talk about the different lures and the setup, but I kind of wanted to go over this reel real quick. Alright, thank you guys. Peace.